Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about the IELTS speaking test. What is the IELTS speaking test? It is today's topic. So first of all, we'll try to discuss that what type of the test it is and what is the test pattern. After that, in the next video, we'll try to discuss what is actually the pattern, the judgment criteria, what is the judgment criteria and what the tips. What are the particular tips which are really needed to get a good score. So we have to start the lecture right now. What to do is IELTS speaking test. The duration of the test is actually 11 to 14 minutes. It depends upon the student that how long can you drag the test and what is your speaking capability. Can you drag the test till 14 minutes, or if you will speak little, then that test will be ended after 11 minutes just. The second is actually, this is one-to-one based test. Only you and the examiner. Two people will be there in the test room and nothing else. No other one will be in the room. So only two people will be there. And the third point over here is, actually you will be recorded. This is the third point. You will be recorded there, that whatever you speak, that will be recorded. There might be a recorder between you and the examiner, or that might place at the side of the table, so that we have to speak a bit louder. So in this way you will be recorded appropriately. You should keep in mind that you are heard. Number 3 is actually, it is comprised of 3 parts. Now, these are the 3 points which we have discussed right now. Number 1 is actually its duration. The duration is 11 to 14 minutes, and it is actually one-to-one based test. You will be recorded. The third is actually, it is comprised of 3 parts. First of all, the part 1. The part 1 is called introduction, and introduction remains for 4 to 5 minutes. And this what happens, the questions about yourself, about your family, about your liking and dislikings are asked. Along with this, they also ask you the questions about general topics like food, fashion, fun, color and country. So keep in mind that you will be asked simple questions about yourself and on the general topics too. What happens when you enter in the room over there in the test room? The teacher feels that there is a pressure in your brain and you may perform in a bad way. You may feel nervous a lot. So what to do is, he takes you on the ease level. For that, he asks you the questions. Those are very simple questions, that how was journey today, and what time you got up today, and have you traveled by car, by bus, or by any other vehicle. In this way, if you will speak, then you will be on easy mode. So what happened? After that, after introduction, the second part is called long turn. It seems a little longer, but actually the total time for the long turn is 3 to 4 minutes. What happens? The number 1, a topic card is given with a topic on it. Okay, some people say that as a cue card. So keep in mind, there will be a card for you. On that card, there will be a topic. For example, the topic is visit to a historical building. And later on, there might be some sub-questions which will give you a guideline how to answer that particular topic. For example, where is that located? What is the name of that particular building or the place, and what have you enjoyed there? This type of the cue card will be given to you, and you have to keep in mind that what are you going to explain. So what to do is, after that, you will be given a neat, clean paper with a pencil, with a lead pencil or the pointer you may have in your hand. So what to do here? We have to write the keywords. What are those keywords? The hints. We have to write the hints there about that particular topic. For example, about the historical building, you thought about an ancient building. If we talk about my country, Pakistan, you talk about Royal Badshahi Masjid Lahore. So what happened? If you will say about that, the Royal Fort, you can talk about the Royal Fort, but first of all, we'll keep in mind the Badshahi Masjid Lahore, the Mughal Royal Masjid. So what's going to happen? You have to write the hints there. The location, for example, Lahore, After that, you can say there it has 4 minarets and it is made of red stone. Then you can write that 10,000 people can offer salah there. And later on, you can write some saying that I went over there with my friends and my family members or whatever. In this way, you made hints. There should be only one word hint, not the complete phrase, because if you will write the complete phrase, it will definitely take too much time. During that period, you have only 1 minute to make the hints. So keep in mind there are only there are many hints to write, but the minute is 1. The time is very short. Later on, you have to speak on that topic. You are supposed to speak on that particular topic for 2 minutes non-stop. You can conclude that in 1 minute, but if you will complete your discussion in 1 minute, you may lose the point. So what to do is, you have to prolong your discussion, and what type of discussion is demanded? You should create a picture in the brain of the examiner, because there is an examiner who is listening you in UK, Cambridge University, and he is not only an examiner, but also a native British speaker who speaks English a lot during the day. So what's gonna happen? We have to keep in mind that he is a philologist. Philologist means he knows different languages too. He can also understand your dialect. He might be the Asian specific person who is the examiner for the Asian region too. We have to impress that. What to do is, I'll tell you later. The third part is called discussion part. Discussion part takes 5 to 6 minutes to complete, and they ask you the follow-up questions about the topic of part 2, which were asked in part 2. So we have to keep in mind what we said in part 2. For example, you spoke on the Badshahi Masjid Lahore, and they may ask you the question that, do you think that your government is really working to restore these buildings? He may ask you the question that, do you think that people of Pakistan or people of your country are really working or really taking care of these buildings? So these type of the questions might be over there. So this is the complete pattern. I'd like to sum up the pattern at the end of the video. So the duration of the test is 11 to 14 minutes. It is 1-to-1 based test. You will be recorded. It is comprised of 3 parts. The part 1 is called introduction. It remains for 4 to 5 minutes, and the questions about yourself, your family, your liking and disliking, about the general topic like food, fashion, fun, color, and country are asked here. The part 2 is called actually the long turn. Here you are given a chance to speak on the topic for 2 minutes non-stop. You can make hints about that particular topic for 1 minute. And the part 3 is called discussion topic. We are asked the questions about that topic you have spoken in the part 2. So in order to initiate the discussion, in order to involve yourself in the discussion, they want to find out numerous things. I'll tell you in the next video what is actually the requirement of the IELTS Cambridge speaking test according to the examiner's point of view, and what is that particular judgment criteria which is really required. Thank you.